Good morning and welcome to the DFS YouTube channel. I am Razzle11 and you can find me on X at Razzle11Grinds. I'm going to take a look at some of the pitching options for today, the 28th of September. I'm going to look at just the 5-game main slate. Kind of spread out action today. What do we got? 11 games across the day, but just 5 on the main this evening. So we'll take a quick look here. At the top, we get Logan Gilbert. The Mariners go from a series with Houston to closing out the season with Texas. Talk about a rough stretch in that race for the AL West and wildcard spots. So, great series. We get Logan Gilbert, a minus 120 favorite at home, who has made 2 starts against Texas, lost both of them. But it definitely hasn't been his fault. I would guess that his offense didn't score many runs in those games, given that he allowed just four runs in 12 and a third. His last start did come against this Texas squad, which is a little annoying. More walks and strikeouts, that's a little concerning. His last couple starts haven't been great, but they do need him to step up here. I'm interested enough just because we've seen the Texas offense struggle a little bit, even against the Angels pitching this week. Uh, and Logan Gilbert's definitely better than the Angels pitchers. Jesus Luzardo on the road where he has not been as strong. He did shut down the Mets the one time he faced them this season. A couple rough starts recently, but then a couple of really strong ones as well. He's a minus 135 favorite. Game total just 7.5. I am very interested in Luzardo based on what his upside is. The Mets just did some damage yesterday against Miami pitching. So hopefully Luzardo can step up and shut him down. Got Jordan Montgomery against Seattle. Like I mentioned, Seattle's the minus 120 favorite here, but Montgomery dominated them earlier this season, and they do tend to struggle more against left-handed pitching than they do right-handed. So Montgomery is very interesting to me. 3 straight really strong starts. Obviously, the last start was against Seattle. That is the worry, as I have pointed out previously. I really don't like pitchers making back-to-back starts against the same team. But we are limited in our options, being that it is a 5-gamer. So Montgomery's definitely going to be in play. Bassett's a minus 190 favorite over the Yankees. Shut them down the first time he faced them this year. He's been excellent at home on the season. Pretty strong lately. One rough start in his last 5. But he's coming off of a dominant performance over Tampa Bay, on the road even. So I think Bassett's perfectly fine. Pretty much anybody here at the top works for me. I am not on the Stroman train, especially pitching against Atlanta. AJ Smith-Shawver could be interesting, but in his last 3 major league starts, he allowed 7 home runs. It's a bit worrisome. But on the slate, maybe I do have to sprinkle in just a little bit against the Cubs, but most likely I'm going to try to not use him. David Peterson shut down the Marlins earlier this year, and he's been far better when at home. Strikeouts have ticked up, which is great to see. His last start wasn't all that great, but still strong strikeout numbers. Uh, will be using him just based on the upside. I don't think Peterson's a great pitcher by any means, but that K increase is something to take notice to. And we just saw Lucchesi throw the ball pretty well against this Miami squad. Uh, so why not Peterson? Weaver, no thank you. He made his first start with New York. I think that was his first one, but he was dominant over Arizona against his former team. But I mean, this is a guy whose numbers have been pretty bad all season. I don't really want to take him against Toronto, so I will pass on Weaver. Ryan Yarbrough pitching in course. I mean, I like picking on Colorado with pitching. Yarbrough does have to rely on movement because he does not throw overly hard, and relying on movement in course is a dangerous thing. I will sprinkle in some Yarbrough, just because I think he has the ability to shut them down enough. But I don't feel great about it. And if this was a 10-game slate, I can almost guarantee you that Yarbrough would not make my pool. Javier Assad came on in relief 2 days ago for an inning. Was not good against this Atlanta squad. Projected to piggyback with Stroman. I don't really know what their plans are, but we're just gonna have to pass on pitching. Excuse me, against Atlanta and Flexen against the Dodgers. No, thank you. Uh, so as you can see, we are very limited in pitching options. Just planning to really spend up and go really heavy up here, and hope that that works out. Maybe sprinkle in somebody down here a little bit, but uh, it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. But there we have it. If you enjoy what it brings you, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell on to get the alert anytime we drop videos here at DFS Army. If you want to join us, get access to our coaches, tools, sheets, Discord, etc., I'll put links in the description below. You can use promo code RAZ, that's RAZ, for 10% off monthly. And as always, best of luck, everybody.